And we are live. Welcome to Glamma's Closet, guys. I love how it makes it at the end. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Glamma's Closet tonight. We are listing tonight. We're going to be doing some things, which are listing things, but also just, hanging out and messing around. So to join me for my listing fun is my very lovely accomplice,
Aww.
my partner in crime, Asia dancer, Kristen.
Hi.
Hi. How's the weather in the middle of Missouri?
It's cooling off and it's gorgeous.
I love cool weather too. Yes.
It's fantastic. Like it's sunny, it's a little bit warm, but you get in the shade and you're like, oh, okay, fall's showing up. I love it.
I'm always happy when it starts to get crisp outside. Like if I go outside and I can like take a breath and it's like, it's almost minty fresh. I love that.
That's a great way to describe it. It's crisp. I like it.
I did notice though, my deck is covered in like these huge crunchy leaves now. Before it was like little leaf, maybe medium-sized leaves, but now they're covered in like plate-sized leaves from the one tree. And that can be problematic because I have a granddaughter who is a toddler. She's a crawler and she loves nothing more than putting a crunchy leaf in her mouth. And now the whole deck is covered in super crunchy leaves. Yeah. And
so
we kept playing. Yeah, we kept playing that game. Not in your mouth, not in your mouth, not in your mouth. And she does not like it when I pull something back out of her mouth. She is not a happy camper. She's like, no, ma'am, I fought too hard to get this thing into my mouth, and I finally got it in there, and I'm chewing on it now. So yeah, let's say hi to hey Swampy. Mwah, it's good to see you tonight, Glenn. I hope you're doing well. I hope things are great where you are. Let us know what the weather's like down south. P. Murph, hello. Welcome, Murphy. My brother from another mother. He's all up in the chat. Hey. Yeah, we're just really here just to list live. I was going to list anyway, so I thought, why not do it live? I am 126 watch hours away from monetization. And again, it's the principle of the thing for me. I am very, very I'm very determined at this point. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And thank you to whoever comes into the chat. And I think with that being said, I think Kristen and I are going to go ahead and list our first things. So let's list our first thing.
What are you starting with?
Let's see. Decisions.
Same here. I was sorting through. I'm like, okay, what do I need to prioritize? So I'm like, okay, where's my winter things? Where's my new with tag things? Because Q4.
My phone is being really slow. Really slow. Well, I do have to get the Christmas stuff listed. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to Christmas list. So I'm going to start off with some. I guess I'm going to start off with the truly Christmas stuff at the top. There's a sweater, a hoodie that I have. It's like a hoodie sweater with the hood is long and it has like a little white puffball on the end, like an elf.
Oh, cute!
And in sequins in front, it says Santa, don't judge me. So I kind of like that one. Oh, yay! Swamp's back.
That sounds awesome.
Cameron, thank you so much. You are a lovely person, and we adore you. It's good to see you. And I am going to get some listing done. If Santa can resist judging me.
I think I really only okay, well, maybe 2. Like one of them's for sure Christmas. The other one could be Christmas just based on the colors. But they're not ready. They're not even photographed yet. They're stained, but they're not photographed.
Yeah.
I've got a Kate Spade pom-pom beanie
Ooh.
that I'm for sure going to get up tonight, and a pair of new with tags.
Cute.
It is really, actually, I think. Not to pull a Patrick Murphy with the items right nearby, but it's already up. I mean, it's
legit.
Not
she's already got it. She's already got it packaged. It's ready to go out.
Oh yeah, that's
awesome.
my system. That's my system. Like it gets steamed, it gets photographed, it gets measured, gets put in a bag, and it either gets inventoried and then listed, or listed and then inventoried. But usually, it's inventoried and listed because I put the number on a little piece of paper, so I can go ahead and get it put into my thing. But there's my little. It's cute. Just a little beanie.
Oh, it's adorable.
It is really cute. That. I'm going to get that going. I've got some new with tags, Beta brand pants.
Ooh.
They're really good size. They're size large. So I'm hoping those will do well because my extra smalls and smalls did not do well. Sorry if this is loud. Very loud.
I'm older, so nothing's loud. Jackson Roy Kirk, we're so glad that you could climb out of Veronica's hedges long enough to be here with us tonight. We appreciate that. Hello, Frugal Granny. Hello. Mwah, it's good to see you, and I do love a frugal person, so you are most welcome here.
That's a great word. Nobody uses that word anymore. Frugal.
Sweater. Santa, don't judge me. Santa has an N and not a B.
And the letters are in the right order.
Oh, it's a red hoodie sweater. Ooh.
Good job, past me. You wrote the number down.
Today it's called cheap. I don't care what you call it as long as you're saving money, honey. With sequin, with silver sequins.
Ooh. Okay, they are the classic dress pant. Okay. I think.
And long, pointy hood with white pom-pom on back. Good use condition. No issues. Size 15 to 17. Measurements are. Hey, Boo Boo. How you doing, Boo Boo? That is, that's my sissy. I'm trying to get them. I am 126 away. I'm so close I can taste it. Mr. Sadie, hello, neighbor. Hello. Here's another one of our Show Me Homies. All resellers are frugal. A lot of my clothes are from thrift stores and garage sales. Honestly, yeah, the majority of my closet, even my designer stuff, most of that is from thrift stores, garage sales, thread up, you know, the real, if I really go there. I just don't think that there's not a whole lot of necessity for me to buy a lot of that stuff new.
Nope. Same. I think you'd probably count on one hand the number of items that I've purchased brand new.
Yeah. It's just not, you don't become a reseller if you don't have like bone deep thrift. You got thrift in your blood. Okay, 22 across and 29 down.
I don't know why, but I thought you were talking about a crossword puzzle for a second.
It did sound like that.
22 across, like what? Why are we doing crossword?
Well, and it's crossword. Okay, here's the crazy part. Oh my God, there's Danny B. Hi, Danny B. Mwah, that's my Danny B. That's my Southern gentle lady. No, I'm listing on Poshmark. I don't know what Kristen's listing on, but I'm listing on Poshmark at this time.
I am starting with List Perfectly.
Okay, so she's doing a cross listing platform.
Yeah, to the one platform I actually use.
Right. There's Danny B.
I need to.
Hey, Chris Nutter, what's up? What's up, bro?
Hi, Aunt Boo.
I'm behind.
Hi, Aunt Boo.
There is my lovely sister, Aunt Boo. I'm editing tonight, but I'll have you on quietly in the background, not muted. There were some questions about that this morning, I guess. Here's the thing that I get too. Okay, so I'll list a sweater. Now the sweater is clearly longer in the photo. It is longer, much longer than it is wide, or like a dress where it is obviously much longer than it is wide. And they will ask me, they'll like, that 26 inches, is that top to bottom? I'm like, okay, I've provided two measurements. One is 50 inches and the other one is 26 inches. Which one do you think is the long one? For this longer than it is wide garment. It's just like nobody wants to do the math anymore. Soil. Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? Mwah. Good to see you.
Bonnie.
I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Is Glamma ever quiet, Boo? When I sleep, but according to Grandpa, that is not the truth. By the way, I snore. I'm so sorry. I will tell you that right now, Kristen. I'm so sorry. You may want to bring earplugs.
I usually bring them anyway because hotels are loud.
Yes,
they're just loud. City noise. I'm used to like super quiet, like blackout curtains, and so anytime I'm out and about, I take earplugs.
No boundaries. I hate to put that on a red, and we'll go red and silver. Actually, it's more red and white, so let's replace that. Silver with white. Okay. Right before she gets mad, like a tsunami drawing a breath. That's true. That's true. If you notice me going unusually quiet, you may want to just duck until the storm's over.
Uh-oh.
Christmas funny sequins. The problem is most people don't know how to spell sequins.
It's not sequence.
That's sequence.
Yes. SEQ.
Yes.
Yeah. The little round beady things.
Yes. And I have seen so many people spell it sequence, like it's sequential, as opposed to a sequin, which is a sequin, and it drives me batty. My boss, who has a much higher degree than I do, would spell it, even on our website, she would spell it sequence, and it drove me crazy.
Oh, like a published website, professional.
Yeah. I'm like, can you please change that before I absolutely lose my whole mind? Too late. Yeah. Find the highest point and go there. Dory's in the house. We found cousin Dory. Hey, Dory.
Hi, Dory.
Hey, Nutter, see the black Levi's went for $108. I couldn't compete. Whoa.
Wow.
Nice. I did not. Wow. Yeah, I haven't had any jeans go for over $100. I need to start buying, I guess, jeans that are better. I need to buy a better brand of jeans.
I think I had one pair for sure. I think that may have been the only pair. Now I gotta look because it's gonna bug me if I don't know.
I have a nutcracker sweater that lights up.
Oh my gosh. To list?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's amazing.
It may or may not have a tiny little battery in it that I may or may not care if that gets mailed.
Yeah, I think I just had one. It was a pair of Alice and Olivia high-rise bell-bottom jeans, new with tag.
Wow. Yeah, that would be worth it.
Wait, was it new with tag?
Hey, Dodo, I just saw you come in. What's up, sugar?
Hey, Dodo.
Dolce. Oh, yeah, D's and G's. I got 26 pairs, brand new Levi corduroys. Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Dory's stuffing her face, but will be listing in a, but will list. I've been in a funk. Yeah, I have too. I think it's kind of that time of year to be in a funk, honestly.
Yeah. The dark by 5 is not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. There's not enough time after work to go for a hike.
Nutcracker light up sweater. What size was this? There we go. 16 to 18. Oh, that is 19, and that is that. Okay, that's 19 again. When I do this on my phone, I'm not that good. Oh, go Blues, LGB. That means let's go Blues, by the way, guys.
What happened?
The Blues are winning 3-0.
Oh, nice.
Who are we playing, Sadie?
Good job, Blues.
Who are we playing, Mr. Sadie? I was PO'd. I had to spend all of my eBay money on forced flood insurance. I don't even get water on my street. Oh, man. That sucks. It's like having to spend all of your good money on taxes. I hate that.
They tried to get my parents to get flood insurance when I was a kid. God, this was years ago. We're at the top of... Okay, I say we. They're at the top of like an 80-foot hill that does like this. It's a really steep hill. And there's like the tiniest little creek at the bottom that's fed by the pond. And outside of that, there's no rivers or anything for miles. And they try to get them flood insurance. Like, if we have to get flood insurance for the possibility of a flood, that flood is going to be the least of our concerns. Like, there just wouldn't be anything left. We're at the top of a really steep hill. I keep saying we. They.
That's, yeah. I mean,
it's like apocalyptic rain.
Right. Like it would have to be such a bad flood that like literally there's an arc flying, like floating by.
Yeah.
Like everybody else in the entire neighborhood would have to go first. It'd all be at your house.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. I
think that's what they need the insurance for, like to cover the food cost if they're all at your house.
Yeah, if you can even get to the store, you got to take a canoe to get to the store if that's the case.
Right? I mean,
flood in 93 was no joke.
Whoa, that was no joke.
But it's got nothing on the flood that would even concern their house.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I live on a hill. So it's not.
Oh my gosh, I can't type it. I can't spell today.
Condition, no issues, still lights. Why are you putting a period in there? I didn't put grammar or punctuation in there. Size XL. I think that's what they call it, XL. They call it an XL? Yeah, 16 to 18. 18.
Woo, one drafted.
Measurements are listed in photos. Go look for yourself and do your own homework, is what I say. And sweaters. It's a crew neck. And there is one, and it is an XL.
I had a question like that on an item one time. Like, I'm really interested. Can you please tell me the condition? Thank you so much. I'm like, so there's 8 pictures. I was nice in that. I was like, so there's a lot of pictures, and it's in the details of its condition are in the description. And I was like, that was probably kind of snarky. They're not gonna, and they bought in. They ended can't talk. They ended up coming back and buying full price, like full price sale. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks. So it wasn't so snarky.
Okay, so we're playing the Tampa Bay Lightning here at home, and we are, the Blues are up 3-0. Thank you. Let's go Blues. Yes, boo. She said same, like the whole city is domed. Yeah. Patrick Murphy says insurance is legalized gambling. Even if you don't file a claim, the house still wins and keeps your money. That's true. We lost our house in 2015 up to the gutters. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. You must have been in that really bad flood. Oh man. Said thanks. Ended up okay. Yeah, Dory, you're right. It is stupid. It's just it's gambling that you didn't ask for.
And yet it's required for vehicles, so go figure.
Yeah, I want to know if I'm gambling. I want to know, I mean, just let me pick how I gamble, okay? Aw, Sunnyside John said I have an awesome closet. Thank you, Sunnyside John. Whoever you are, somewhere on Poshmark.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm not seeing that in the chat. What's happening? Okay.
In my case, FEMA forced new flood maps and mortgage required to have. Oh, that sounds about right. That sounds right. I'm guessing they did that after maybe like a post-Katrina thing where they were like, oh, never again. I don't know. It's sad, though, that they're making you guys pay more. Starling Estates behind Arnold Park. Now we're at Fox Point. Oh, okay. So you literally are close enough for me to meet you at the Cracker Barrel. I mean, not the Cracker Barrel, but the Waffle House off of Richardson. Yeah, absolutely. Swampy. Back in the day, we had listing challenges. List and sell on the same day and win money. Everybody put up $2. Oh, that's interesting.
That's fun.
Frugal Granny, you have a question? Shoot, honey. That's what we're here for.
We like questions.
We do like questions. And I hope I have an answer that matches. Okay, this thing is an obnoxious 80s nightmare. It's so fantastic. Like, it is literally horrible. It's wonderful. How can it be both?
It's 80s. It can be both.
Yeah, it is 80s. It can totally be both. It has shoulder pads.
How big?
It's a size medium.
Oh, I meant the shoulder pads.
Oh, the shoulder pads.
Like, are we like linebacker or?
Oh yeah, yeah. If I put this
Nice.
thing on, yeah. Especially somebody with shoulders as wide as mine are. Okay, yeah. This thing has. You just would not believe. Okay, take a look at this. That is a
Oh,
button-up cardigan sweater. If
that
you
is, what is that?
want to destroy my sweater, these are little mittens on the
Oh my
bottom,
gosh.
and a scarf that actually has like the tassels that hang up off the top and bottom,
Oh,
and
that's
then it's got
fantastic.
like the little yeah, and everything is sewn in.
Oh my
So like everything is
gosh.
sewn and embroidered on there,
Oh, that's
and
cute.
then the back. The back literally on the butt has like somebody skating around a pond, and
Oh,
the other, yeah, the other, there's the other ice skate. Yeah,
that's
this thing
amazing.
is just crazy good.
That is so
I
cute.
I honestly I'm kind of in love with it. Angry Otter Comics. There's my boy. Mwah.
Hey,
Hello.
Michael.
Hi Michael. Hi Angel.
Just more fabulous. Yeah, Dodo, I gotta agree with you on that.
Yeah, you go to the auction at the Elks on the outer road sometimes. I have seen that. I keep wanting to go there. Researching a Cutco knife block with knives. Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, that sounds like it would bring in a pretty penny.
Cutco sells pretty well from what I hear.
What software app do you use for inventory? I'm going to let Kristen go first while I get this draft. Um,
Sure.
I'll get this
I
draft up.
use List Perfectly. It does cost, and there's 3 different tiers with different like different perks for each tier, and different features that you can have access to based on your needs. I have the last time I looked, I think it was the mid tier. And I think it's got unlimited cross posts. And it keeps pretty good track. I'm fairly new to it, so I'm still having trouble with the spreadsheet that it sends. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or if that's just a feature. But when I download it, it downloads everything, including the description to it. So it takes up a massive amount of space. Last year for taxes, I had to do a lot of deleting. But if you're just looking to kind of keep track, especially if you're cross posting, I think it's a good way to go.
Oh gosh, Excel spreadsheet. I just use an Excel spreadsheet for my inventory. When I list on Posh, you can actually put your inventory number in the part that nobody can see on the bottom when you're listing. So I'll usually come back in after the fact once I get it all folded up and put away. I'll go back in and put in the inventory numbers.
Let's see, Vendu is another one that some people use. Looking at the chat real quick, I know Veronica that just came in uses Vendu. Dodo uses Vendu.
Mm-hmm.
If you're familiar with Lori Tata, she uses Vendu.
Tata uses Vendu.
What's that?
Tata uses Vendu. I did not
Yes.
know that.
Lori Tata, yes.
Sorry, I'm just so used to calling her Tata without the Lori.
Oh,
like,
okay,
what's
gotcha.
up, Tata Tot? Tata salad.
What are some others? Oh, what was that one? Hang on, I wrote it down. Resell Kit is another one. I'm not familiar with that one. I've heard of it, but I haven't used it. I haven't explored it, but that's another way to go too. But I do have quite a few items. I'm up. What am I at? I'm at like 680 something, I think, currently, and that's not counting all this back here, and the rest of my death pile. But if you just have a few items, I don't know that you would necessarily need one. You just use a spreadsheet. I just used a notebook when I started off. I went old school and pencil and paper. Very old school. I kind of wish I still had it so I could see what a hot mess that was. I couldn't keep it organized. I tried. I didn't do very well.
One middle button is misshapen. Size, Sue's. Man, this thing always for some reason wants to autocorrect the word size to Suze, S-U-Z-E, and I'm like, dude.
Sue, what are you using that it's flipping it?
Angie, hi! I didn't see you come in. There we go. Yeah, Angie, I'm the same. I use an Excel spreadsheet, but I don't do a lot of cross listing or cross posting either at this time. That'll change in the new year. Okay, vintage 80s cotton blend, red ice skating cotton blend, 80s red cotton blend ice skating cardigan. I gotta figure out, this says size medium. Medium. Size medium. Measurements are listed in photos. I cross post on Mercari and eBay. That's it. Okay, I see that. I missed Turbo Lister on eBay. I didn't know they had that, Granny. Okay, sweaters. Into sweaters. One size medium. And I'm just going to put vintage because it's so vintage that the brand doesn't even exist anymore.
Those are
color.
great.
I'll say red and blue. I don't know. Sure. No. 80s. Vintage. Retro. Okay, retro is not the word. Vintage. And I'll put Christmas in there instead. Christmas. Chinooka.
Chinooka?
Would also be good for Chinooka. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my sister had it's kind of a joke. It's kind of a going joke with us. My sister was in a high school play, because we all were, because we're, over the top and extra. And
what?
And I know it's kind of hard to believe that, but she was in a high school play, and there was a girl who was up there, and she was reading she was reading some sort of a script or something, and she said, instead of saying Hanukkah, because it does start with the CH, and so instead of saying Hanukkah, or I guess Hanukkah, she said, that was way too much emphasis on the, but I've got that. She said Chinooka, and we were just falling out laughing. My brother and I were falling out laughing, and it's not that we were necessarily making fun of her, but we totally were, because we were mean kids. So yeah, we weren't generally mean kids, but every now and again we thought we were smart Alex. Yeah, we thought we knew everything. Turns out we knew nothing.
Yeah, we never do.
Angie said, I'm still thinking about Poshmark, but I have been so busy with listing and live sales I can barely keep up now. Not complaining. Yeah.
Oh, Angie, you're not on Poshmark? Flip. Yeah.
Flip, it's cheap and free for now. That's the thing. Yeah, Johnny was promoting Flip, and it was, he seems to have had really good luck with that. Sorry. My sinuses are making me yawn a lot. Chinooka.
Yeah, it seems to be all the rage there for a while, but I haven't heard much about it in the last few months. Like every once in a while, I'll hear somebody say something about Flip, but but not like I used to. Not like I did at first.
Yeah. Veronica, we're a-holes is exactly what I meant. Yeah. Grilled cheese. She said, I finally remember the snooty know-it-all in college who kept saying Jesus.
Jeez.
eBay don't have turbo anymore. eBay doesn't have turbo, but they did. Interesting. Oh, speaking of grilled cheeses, my husband has a new screensaver. I have been replaced. He found online a cheeseburger that was made not with the traditional hamburger bun, but it has a grilled cheese on top, a grilled cheese on bottom, and smash burgers in the middle. And he has changed that to his screensaver. And I'm like, where can we find this thing? He's like, I think the guy made it at home. I said, bet. Bet. We can do this. I have no qualms about making grilled cheese and then putting cheeseburgers on them. No qualms at all.
A burger made as sandwiches.
Yeah. So because I'm leaving for the weekend, I might make that Thursday night and just make all of his man dreams come true. Because really, that's all they want is like red meat and a little bit of loving. That's about it.
I made a grilled cheese sandwich with garlic bread like a week or two ago. That was pretty tasty.
Oh, that sounds tasty. That sounds wonderful.
Like toasted the garlic bread in the skillet. It was just like regular bread, so I did like my own butter, my own garlic. Excuse me. And then made a really melty grilled cheese with the burnt cheese on the edge of it.
Oh my Lord.
We always end up talking about food. Like it kind of seemed inevitable that you would do a video on St. Louis food.
No, I had to. We do have, that's the thing. I'm like, I keep watching these travel videos and I was like, oh, I wonder what they're saying about St. Louis. And they do mention the pizza, but they don't go into why the pizza. So people just think it's just a cracker thin crust and nothing else. And I'm like, there's a reason why it specifically tastes different than any other pizza in the country. Like literally tastes different.
Yep.
And it's not just the cracker thin crust. And then I'm like, and everybody hears about toasted raviolis, but they don't know. Like I worked with a guy who was Jamaican by way of Detroit. So he went from Detroit to New York. He went from Jamaica. He grew up in Jamaica, went to New York, and then Detroit, and then St. Louis. He worked in the hotel business with me. And he said, Dana, when I came to St. Louis, I was so upset because I ordered toasted ravioli and I expected them to be toasted. And I'm like, no, honey, they are breaded, deep fried, smothered in Parmesan cheese, and then dipped into a lovely sauce. So, yeah.
You know, I think that's about the only time I actually eat marinara sauce. Like anything dipped in marinara sauce is toasted ravioli.
No kidding. Goodness. I dip everything. I'm a red sauce lover.
It's not that I don't like it. I just don't feel the need to, like garlic bread, garlic toast.
Yeah.
Emos for life. Yeah.
Yeah. Emos for life is for real. For real. You either grow up with it and you love it or you hate it. And there are people from out of town who actually fell in love with it, but there are also people from out of town that are like, what in the, and it's like, so when I was working in Clayton at a hotel, we had this dumb little bellman who kept sending people around the corner to the Emos and not explaining to them what Emo's Pizza was. So I had a lot of people from the East Coast and specifically like New York, New Jersey, whose kids were going to WashU. They'd come back around the corner, back to the hotel front desk and complain about this pizza. They were like, what is wrong with your pizza? And I'm like, did he forewarn you at all that this is completely different? And he's like, well, he said it's not like your pizza, but that was about it. And I'm like, yeah, you require much more explanation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the stage the only one of us with somebody live in her bushes with feet sticking out. Veronica Mitke, you look so cute. Your hair looks so cute.
It's so greasy.
You and Kristen have just adorable hair. My lord.
Aw,
You.
well, thank you.
Also, you
Dory,
always
you're a
get me
foodie
on
too?
the introductions. Like I'm just never ready for what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And I
It's more
should
fun that-
be at this point.
It's more fun for me that way. Yeah, Dory, you're a foodie. You should be. I'm telling you, that Cajun cooking is no joke, man.
Mhm.
I went to New Orleans and I had one of the best meals I've ever had sitting down at a
Oh.
restaurant. So good. I had shrimp and grits, and it had like a bourbon glaze over it, and then they served it with like French bread on the side that was like soaked in butter, and then we had beignets, and the beignets were so good. We had fresh beignets that were still warm. They were so good that we actually ordered another round of them, and then we ordered a third round to take with us back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
So easy to do.
That's how you do it.
Your goal is to get on Glammaz one day. Well, Angie, reach out to me on Instagram and let me know where you are, and I will send you the link tonight. Tonight is that night. Today is that day. Yeah, we'll do a big old long intro. Oh, Dory. I like to make crawfish bread with garlic bread or French bread. Ooh, okay. Okay.
That sounds amazing.
That does sound amazing. You could get I do love a shrimp po' boy, and I had one of the very best shrimp po' boys, strangely enough, here in St. Louis. We went to this place called God, it's over in Fenton, and it's First Pitch or something like that. First Pitch or Around the Bases or some baseball reference, right? It's like this little hole in the wall over in Fenton. And what they did was they took the shrimp, and it wasn't fried shrimp. It was like sauteed in butter. And then they put all the shrimp and all the stuff onto the grilled garlic bread hoagie, and then they covered it with cheese. It gets better. They covered it with Provel cheese, and then they poured some Alfredo sauce on top.
Oh my gosh!
And I ordered it with extra sauteed mushrooms and onions, so it didn't even near resemble a shrimp po' boy, but it was so good. It was so good. And yeah, Dory and Jackson Roykirk, I can tell you that I respect any state that uses cheese and butter and gravy very liberally. So I was very, very a big fan of every single thing I ate in New Orleans. Every single thing. Just don't eat the gas station boudin. Turns out that's not so safe.
Yeah, that sounds true.
Yeah, you can end up hella car sick, if you know what I mean. It's just fried bakery dough with powdered sugar. It's so good, though. I can make beignets at home. I'm gonna have to try or get some beignet mix.
They are fairly easy to make at home.
Deep fried dough with sugar. It's like carbs and fat and more carbs, and that's what makes them so good.
And we
it's
want them
very
in large
basic.
quantities.
They also had like a warm caramel bourbon dipping sauce on the side for us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my husband got the it was 3 different types of biscuits. So one had lump crab meat, one had shrimp, and one had crawfish on it. And it was 3 different types of biscuits, but they were it was like a oh Lord. It was like an Eggs Benedict. So they all had the little ham on the bottom, the little round ham, and then they all had hollandaise sauce over the top. But there was one that was crab, one that was shrimp, and one that was crawfish, and it was so good. It was so good. There were some biscuits. You'd think I'd be big as a house. I actually don't eat too much, and I burn it off, so I'm only 155. I'm big as a house. I'm okay with that. Grandpa's okay with that.
Hey, Swampy.
Yeah, Grand Slam. That's it, Mr. Sadie. Yes, that place is so good. That place was so good. And they had a little gambling there. I was kind of happy about that too. We had, like,
There it is.
machines. Yeah.
The gambling.
Honestly, where I am on the bayou, most gas stations have the best food. I've had some really good food down on the bayou. On the bayou. No, I don't know if I was in the bayou. I was probably I was it was more like New Orleans proper.
There's a barbecue place in Kansas City that looks like it was, I mean, it's still there. It looks like the building was probably an old gas station. Yeah. There's like a junkyard in the back, and it's this tiny little, it can't even hold 50 people. I would say max maybe 25 to 30 people can sit inside, and the parking can be a little tricky, but it's some of the best barbecue I've ever had, if not the best barbecue I've ever had. It's called LC's, just the letter LC. And is
that where we went? No, I think we went to someplace else when we went to Kansas City. We were asking the people at the front desk what's the best barbecue, and they sent us to this place. It was kind of a hole in the wall place, but it wasn't like a little, like the parking was plentiful. So I know it wasn't that.
Okay.
Angie, I just sent you the link, honey. But the coffee with today's all the fat and sugar, nice. We had a meetup in New Orleans, me, Victoria, Robin, and many more. Yeah, I would like to go to that next year. Yahoo, ladies, hello. FSJ, how you doing, boo-boo?
Hey, Fartsack.
It's good to see you, Farty. Angie, did you check your Insta? It's in there. The link is in there. If that doesn't work, let me know, and I will send it to you via email. Yeah. If y'all didn't know, by the way, we are meeting up this weekend. It's a freaking weekend. This coming weekend, I am going to, for the first time ever in the history of Glamma or Veronica. Oh my God, Georgia! I'm actually meeting Veronica in person this weekend for the first time ever. I am actually meeting Kristen in person for the first time ever, and we're getting in a car and driving 6 hours up to Chicago together.
Those two, not me.
Yeah.
You're flying.
We're going up to Chicago to meet Veronica, and we're going to be meeting Patrick Murphy and Dawn and Mary. And
I'm not sure if we're going to meet Patrick Murphy, but Dawn and Mary.
Yeah, we're going to meet Dawn and Mary for reals. And I am dying for this. I'm so excited, guys. I am so excited.
It'll be good.
Yeah. Plus, the food in Chicago is really good too.
It's true. That's true.
Janet said, but I don't want a list. I don't blame
they're
you.
all going for funsies. I'm going to work, so I'll have to like sneak out and get my tackle hugs in.
Oh yeah. We'll just kidnap you and snatch you away.
Please do.
Angie's out of here. That goes to your package. Georgie, thank you so much. Yeah, I really think it's going to be fun. And Boo, you know, if you decide that you want to sneak away with us, Kristen
Seriously,
and I will be Yeah. We're driving from St. Louis, FSJ. We are driving from St. Louis. Yeah, Georgia, reseller meetup. We love that. And I can't wait. I've been waiting for this moment for over 2 years, and it is finally happening. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet everybody. I'm so excited to meet my friends. Angie, where are you? I sent you the link. There she is. I'm like, where's Angie? I sent her the link. She got
oh my gosh.
Hello, sweetheart. Mwah.
Hi, Angie.
Oh, wait, let's go do this. Okay.
Hey, Angie.
Oh my God, your cat behind you. I really thought that was a raccoon for a second. I'm like, why do you have a raccoon? You have a raccoon?
No, it's a kitten. It's a cat.
I was so impressed. I mean, I'm impressed with the kitten too. It was very cute, but I was really impressed that you tamed a raccoon.
My husband had a raccoon when he was little. They had a raccoon that lived in the house when they were little. We're not doing that now that we're adults. I told him, no, you can have that when you were a kid and mom took care of it. Now, no.
Yeah. Yeah, they scare me to death. And I don't know where they are, what raccoons do everywhere else, but I can tell you that that around here they're not that friendly. Except when we first moved in here, and this was like forever ago. This was like an entire child's whole lifetime ago. When we very first moved in here, within the first year, I was a city girl. I've always been a city girl. So we move in, and my husband goes outside, and he comes back in, and then he's like, I hear something, and he went and opened up the front door, turns on the porch light, opens the front door, closes it, and he's like, Dana, there's somebody here for you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go to the front door. I'm expecting the neighbors are like, hey, guess what? I open the front door. There is a raccoon standing on its hind legs looking directly at me. And I was like,
I love it.
Okay. And then I just
Oh,
slowly
funny.
close the door, and I turn around to my husband. I'm like, what is your problem? He's like, that's so friendly. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Carrie said, go back to a better introduction, Glamma. I should have. Yeah, I should have. I'm sorry. I'm like, where are you? Oh, there you are. That was a horrible introduction. Next time, I'll have something prepared, Angie. Yeah, I was like, there's a raccoon.
No problem.
Look at that little tail. I just caught a little piece of tail in the.
Yeah,
in the
her name is Lulu. Come here, Lulu.
Oh, hi, Lulu.
And she is 6 years old, and she's got a nose that's half gray, half pink.
Oh my God.
And she's got a little surrender flag. She's got a little
She got
surrender
little
flag.
kitten mittens. Yeah.
Yep.
So little white paws. Oh,
Yep.
she's so precious.
So chill. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Jeannie and Mike, the dumpster diving,
Jeannie and
dumpster
Mike.
jumping beans. Mwah. Hello.
That's such a cute name. I love that name. Dumpster jumping beans.
They really are. You guys
love
should
it.
see some of their dumpster diving videos. They are so impressive.
Bartzak Jack had a raccoon too.
Oh,
No, that's
You
okay.
know,
They're
somehow
outside
that
our house.
doesn't surprise me.
that does not surprise me at all. Yeah. His very old mother heard it, went up a flight, only to have the raccoon jump on her and freak her out, then got lost in the huge house.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a friend who was raising chickens. She's an urban chicken farmer. And she had a bunch of chickens and ducks in her backyard. And she had a bunch of chickens and 3 ducks. They ate like 2 of her chickens and all 3 ducks.
Oh no!
Hey, Paige.
Wow.
Hey.
Bitch.
Paige is the 1-footed flipper. And where did Mr. Oh shoot, my short-term memory. I gotta be
Get it
honest.
together, Glamma.
Mr. Sadie. Paige is from St. Charles or St. Peter's, up by there. Yeah. He would catch possums and put them in people's cars. Yeah, we're Midwestern, so we say possums. We don't say opossum. We don't make the possums
Possum.
Irish.
It's possums.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm Midwestern too.
St. Charles, that's it. Yeah, we got the Show Me State represent tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he did not. Did he really put one in a cop's car?
Wow.
Oh my God.
That is
bold.
ballsy.
That is bold. Oh, my gosh.
He was flipping crazy. I bet.
Yeah.
I got to show you guys the size of the raccoons in my
Wow.
parents' place.
Paige, Mr. Sadie is down by me. He's down in Arnold
Wow.
Imperial area.
2 of
That's
them.
Whoa.
2 raccoons. For reference, that's my mom's Boston Terrier. That's the
Holy
raccoons.
cow.
They're big.
They got little
They're
fat
big.
booties. They look well fed.
They're so chunky. There's actually 3 of them.
Oh my gosh. She
Yeah,
feeds them? Does she feed them though?
Hi.
They feed themselves out of the cat dish outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Soph.
Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
It was a hot summer night. Cop left window down. He opened the door, rolled window up, and shut the door. Oh, snap. That's funny.
Damn.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
My
I wouldn't mind the cats, but
Yeah,
I would have a problem with the 10 raccoons.
Yeah, for realsies. Yeah, it is 3:30 in the morning in
Oh my
Great
God.
Britain. That's where Sophie is, SB reselling guy. And
Yes.
George too. Georgie.
Y'all are night
oh
owls.
gee.
I
Yeah.
can't hang that late.
I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning this Thursday to catch that flight to Chicago, and I'm not excited for
Oh
it.
my goodness.
It'll be
Oh.
brutal.
So if you're
I
taking
have
a flight out of Chicago, where are you from?
Now, I'm taking a flight to Chicago. I live
Okay,
in
gotcha.
Virginia.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And I think it's a 2.5-hour flight. The time change is weird.
Yes, it
Uh,
always does make things difficult.
it'll be confusing, and I'll be super tired. But as I've realized, I can nap on Thursday since these ladies will not get there until
Yes.
later. I'm like, that's probably not the worst thing because I'll be hella tired on Thursday. So
I have the baby all day on Friday, so on our way to Chicago, my plan is to sleep and then wake up and smoke, and then sleep and then wake up and smoke. Eat.
wait, how
sleep,
long is your
wake up,
drive?
smoke.
Like
Yeah.
5 hours?
From St. Louis, it's about 5 hours,
Mm.
isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, right about 5 hours, just depending on how fast you go.
Yeah. Speed limit.
But yeah. So 10 hours.
Really? Speed limit.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, Chris.
I'm
Speed
joking.
limit, not walking.
I'm joking. We're gonna, we'll have stops for food, and we'll have dehydrated foods that we're bringing with us, jerkies and dehydrated apples and stuff. Because you got to have like dehydrated foods for a long car trip.
Yes. I mean, just snacks, period, for a long trip.
Mhm.
Snacks,
Yeah,
period,
always have to have
yes.
snacks.
Exactly.
Snacks and water.
Yep. We bought a van,
Aw,
a 13-passenger van for my business for Angie's Oddities, and I've got that thing decked out. I've got, the one thing is the bed. I've got the snack thing. I've got the drawers. Everything. It's like, it's a van, but it's
Sweet.
my little,
Oh, nice. That could be like a home
Awesome.
away from home, though. That's what I
Yeah.
would call glamping too. Like you could go
Mhm.
camping in it and not have to sleep on the ground, which I freaking hate.
Oh, I don't go.
Mhm.
No, we have a 32-foot travel trailer. There's no way I'm sleeping on the ground.
Wow.
Oh shoot! It's my nephew's birthday.
Whoops.
Carrie, I'll
Fine, I guess that counts.
Yeah, I'll send money or something, depending on which nephew it is. Let me know which nephew it is. I suck as an aunt, but I do send cash. So, and or Roblox, depending on which nephew it is.
God.
If you take 55, you're about 30 minutes away. We're giant this, and we have a booth right now. Huh.
Very cool. Oh, cute.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop my cam for a second, but I'm still here. I'm this talking cow.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not smoking when I stop it. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm like
The
doing
pigeon.
weird stuff.
I'm the talking,
Like-
smoking cow. Like a chain smoking
I mean, this is the look I'm giving you right now.
cow. On the 20th, we'll be back by Monday. Actually, we're heading back on Monday, so either I can pick something up for him, or I can give him what he really wants, which are Roblox gift cards anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
sounds
we
about
all know
right.
that that's what he wants. That's what all kids want right now is Roblox gift cards. So Angie, where are you from?
I am from Wisconsin.
Oh,
And-
go Packers!
Yes, I have been to Lambeau Stadium. I have gone to several games. My
Oh,
father-in-law
you went
lives
to the
about an hour
Promised Land.
from Green Bay. So yes, many a times.
Oh, you went to the Promised Land. We call that the Holy Land where I come from.
Yep, I've been there many times. We are
We have, like, a
diehard Packer
huge-
fans.
We are diehard Packer fans, and we're not even from there. Like we legit. I have more pictures of Vince Lombardi than I do of my kids,
So
and
yeah,
I like
so
him better. No, I'm joking.
Green Bay is up
Or-
here. We're down here. Our capital, Madison's right in the middle. So we're northwest of Madison. I've been selling on eBay for 3 years. Macari for 2 years. And then I met some people online that sell online, and they're like, you need to start a channel. You need to sell with us. And I'm like, I don't do that. I don't know what, And I'm thinking, I don't know taxes. I don't know how to do spreadsheets. I don't know this. I don't know that. And my husband's like, I ran a business before. I'll take care of all that. You just go have fun.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just
okay,
all
cool.
of that.
So 3 months ago, I started my channel. So my channel's brand new. It's 3 months ago. And I'm having a blast. I have never had so much fun. It's like, this is work.
Oh, Lord. Veronica, can you do me a huge favor and drop Angie's link in the chat for me?
Why are you putting me to work?
I can do it.
Kidding, of course.
Your hair is too cute not to move around. With Veronica,
yeah,
I actually have her as a mod. So
Oh,
Okay. So I work Monday through Friday, 7 to 1 at my real job. And then
What's your real job?
Time,
Can we
I'm a
ask?
sign language interpreter.
Oh,
wow.
In
Cool.
Canada.
Love that.
Yeah. I have been interpreting for 16 years.
Wow.
Yep.
My
So mostly medical right now.
my youngest son learned sign language in high school. They had it as a choice for like you could take like French or whatever and then sign language, and he took that as his second language choice, and he has used that more than anything. When he was in his first year in the military, in the Marines, they actually had a lady at one of the servers at the lunch place, at the chow hall. And she was deaf, and Alec would visit with her every day and sign with her.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I did not mean to say his name. Forget that I said that name.
Okay, I'll forget that you said that name. No, I've been doing it for 16 years.
Hopefully he's not watching. 16 years. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I graduated in 2007. I got
How do you
nationally
say I love
certified.
you?
This one, or I
Oh,
love
that really
you.
is I love you. Okay.
Or you. There's many different ways depending on what kind of love you're talking about. Talking about romantic love or just like love ya. It just depends. Thanks, George. George is the one that's going to get me all the chocolate.
You know what we said. Just up to Angie. Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
Here it is.
I just subbed to Angie too.
In real life. That's what I do in real life. But this is fun as well. I think this is more fun. Yeah, that is more kind of fun. Because, interpreting surgeries and sometimes gross, but.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Romantic love.
Romantic
I love
sign
you.
has-
That one is romantic love? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2 I love yous, 2 people, sweethearts.
Okay.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boo, do you want me to send you a link, honey? She said Angie won the chocolate in the auction.
I did win the chocolate in the auction.
I was so
And I
jealous
can't
of
wait
that.
because the chocolate I've never tried from UK. And then he's sending me a hat. He had a hat that's Eevee, and my daughter is a total Pokemon freak, and her favorite is Eevee.
I didn't even know that there was a difference. Like, I didn't even know that character existed.
Oh, yeah. My 23-year-old daughter
like
has been doing Pokemon since she's 12. Sorry, since she was 12.
I know Pikachu, and there's like a turtle, and I think a dragon. This is how much I know. I know.
Yeah. At one point, I babysat 3 boys, and that was all they talked about was Pokemon. You think I'd know more, but nope.
Yeah,
No clue.
you tune it out after a while, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter started when she was 12. She's 23. She moved in. So we moved up here to where I am now. She's got the house back where we were living. Mm-hmm. And now that it's her house, whatever. The whole thing, like curtains, carpet, clock, you name it, the whole room is all Pokemon. Like shower curtain, like
that's dedication.
Like she is like Pokemon Go, and yeah.
That is a Pokemon investment. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeannie and Mike are taking off.
Bye, Jeannie and Mike.
Y'all have a good night.
Mike.
And the Blues have won.
I've done nothing.
So Glams,
Love
you're a big
it.
hockey fan?
Let's go Blues. Not really, but I'm a St. Louis Teams fan.
Okay,
If
gotcha.
you're from here, it's a very big deal.
Oh, okay,
So,
gotcha.
yeah. And they'll be playing Gloria all over the radio tonight. Because Gloria, Gloria. They started this with the playoffs a couple years ago when they won the cup. And you can't go one hockey season without hearing that again.
Up here, it's
Sophie.
the Neil Diamond song. What? Sweet Caroline.
Oh,
Every hockey game,
Who doesn't
every
know that
baseball
one?
game, every sports game. Doesn't matter. You're going to hear that at a Wisconsin game.
Sweet Caroline.
All right, dumb question. Why Sweet Caroline?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Because
You
it's a
and me,
banger,
yeah.
Kristen.
Well, I was like, well, is there some kind of tie to Wisconsin? Is there some
I have no
reference?
clue. I have no clue. I don't know. I
Maybe
wish
Neil
I knew.
Diamond's from there.
I don't know. I just know that it's
All
like, oh, here
across
comes
the
that
world
song.
and sea.
You know,
Keep
reaching
coming.
out, touching me, touching you. Yeah, the whole thing. They do the whole, yeah. And jump around.
Oh, I love that. House of Pain jump around.
Fifth quarter, Wisconsin Badgers, fifth quarter. So no matter whether they win or lose, as soon as that game is over, the whole entire band comes out, and it's just a wild party. And that's called the fifth quarter.
The fifth
And they do
quarter.
jump around.
I love
and
it.
the band goes crazy. They're jumping on things, and it's a wild party. So if you ever go to a
My
Wisconsin
husband-
Badgers game, stay for the fifth quarter. It's like nothing else
My-
you'll see.
That sounds like
My
fun.
husband and my sons, all three of my sons, and my other adopted son, and my baby's mama's new person. Not new. They've been together for a few years. And I mean, we have like a blended family, so we have some very a little bit odd. But they are renting for the first time ever. Nobody with my last name that's from here has been to Lambeau Field. They're renting an RV, driving up to Wisconsin in December of this year, and going to a Packers game at Lambeau Field.
Wow.
Awesome.
And I have never, ever in my life seen anybody more excited. It is just, oh.
Well, if it's below freezing, make sure that they don't wear any warm clothes, because, we're all out there in our, not the women, but the guys, they all got the marks on their bodies, and they go out there. They got the earmuffs and the gloves, but no jacket. You got to freeze your way through it. Frozen tundra. Me, on the other hand, I've got a parka on and a coat and a hat and everything, and I'm sitting there with hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Let them
Oh my
do
gosh,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, it's awesome. I've been there many times.
I don't think they're going to be feeling anything by the time they finish tailgating. It's been a dream to tailgate, in the parking lot. So
the tailgates are awesome because
Sophie,
as
good
you're
night.
as the
Yeah. Sleep well, honey.
by SV Reselling, as you tailgate, they have like different high school bands, different college bands that go through the parking lot and play. So the whole time
Oh,
you're
my
out there,
Lord.
something's going on.
Yeah,
They've got
that
just
is-
all sorts of things going on. It's not like you're just
Exactly.
parking your car and cooking. No, there's like it's mass pandemonium every time.
that's exactly what they're looking for. That's what they're
Oh,
hoping
they'll
for.
love it. They will love it. Do you know if they got good seats? Well, any seat is good at Lambeau, but do you know what
Yeah,
seats they
I
got?
don't, but I know that they paid an arm and a leg for them. So,
Oh yeah.
um,
yeah.
Yeah, but
Tickets
to
might
be
be
fair,
cheaper
I
than
mean,
thinking of losing, but
for us,
but
it's like
still.
for us, it's like a big
yeah, it's a homage. It's a pilgrimage.
Yes, it really is, and it's been
Yeah.
years and years and years in the making. So the
Awesome.
expense is totally worth it.
They'll
And
love it.
also,
They will love it.
Yeah, and also means that I can go to Chicago guilt free and go Christmas shopping guilt free.
Fun.
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 Christopher Nutter has a question. Veronica, what platforms do you sell on?
Poshmark, eBay, Macari, and like once a year Depop. Literally once a year. I just made a Depop sale the other day, and I was like, "What do I do? Like, just weird.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Depop.
I was gonna
sales.
text her, like, and message her, like, "Are you sure? You sure you're trying to buy from me on this platform?" That does not happen. I'm like
Yeah.
persistently listing over there. But yeah, Poshmark used to be my main platform. Right now, it's pretty much tied with eBay. Because, Poshmark has been difficult in the last 2
Granny
years or
said
so.
she had a collection of the dragon Pokemons, 400 of them still factory sealed. House guest relative stole them. Oh my God.
Wow.
Child, I'd have been out in the yard beating her.
Glammaz would have been using her flip flop.
Oh, and then some.
I think
Yes,
she would have been using more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think I'm not strapped. Yeah, I would have. I would have taken my belt off. Pow. I've been invited to the Depop Christmas party in London. Oh my God, George, you have to go.
Wow.
Please tell us that you're
Yeah,
going.
congratulations.
We have to know. We have to know that you went. We have to
That's
see
amazing.
video. And I have to see how the people that are running the thing dress. I am very curious about that. Like, are the people running it? Are you going to show up and there's going to be like a bunch of like 30-year-olds dressed like 16-year-olds? Or I'm very curious about that.
Are we all in agreement that Georgie is basically like a
Tita.
little celebrity over there? Because I feel like he goes to all the things. Like all
Yeah,
the
I
things.
think everybody knows George. I think everybody knows
I
George.
think so too. Yeah.
I went to the Depop Seller Summit in September. I was so nervous. I was the oldest there. Can you imagine me at that summit? They'd be like, "Can I help you cross the street? Would you like some pudding?" They'd be asking me if I wanted some pudding and a cane.
Some workers.
Yeah, I have some tapioca here. I'll mush it up for you. Yeah, that would be
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Mr.
Tapioca's
Sadie,
good.
you have a wonderful night, and let's
Good
go
night,
blue.
Mr.
That's
Sadie.
awesome. Georgie is the shiz with the riz, as the young folks say.
Oh no.
It is so
mean-
funny. Have you ever seen like an older person like speaking speaking Gen Z? It's hilarious.
Yes.
They have videos about that. It's so funny. Oh, Khadija, we are hanging out just BSing. We're not really doing too much right now. We were listing, but honestly,
Speak
I was
for
listing.
yourself. Some of us are listing.
I was listing, and then
I
Glammaz
listed
said I could
3.
come and visit you guys. I'm like, yay!
Yeah, just hang. You ain't got to do a thing. We're just hanging out.
I'm listing some anthropology pens. So
Or is
I
it only an
have
app?
5 drafts complete and ready to list.
list them.
I just almost
Both, yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna
Just
make
ignore
another
Oh
that.
my God,
Like
George,
cat knocking stuff over.
any bat time, any bat way, you bet your bottom dollar. You
Yeah.
betcha. Let me
That's
find you.
awesome.
I gotta scroll down to find you. The last time I sent you some weird Mr. Rogers thing, it was hilarious.
If you ever want
Okay,
any packers things, you let me know.
It says Thrifty
Grandma,
George
if I
wasn't
can-
notified about this message
Yep.
because they're in quiet mode. Are you in quiet mode?
I mean, it is 3 a.m. over there.
Are you in quiet mode? I just sent you the link, George, on Insta. So let me know if you don't get it. Let me know if you don't get it. Get it.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
I watched a German girl, Veronica.
Oh boy.
And she was rating like celebrities who were speaking German. She was rating their pronunciations. Hello, Georgie. Mwah!
There
Take a
he
hug.
is. Hey.
Still hugging. Hello,
She was
Georgie.
rating their pronunciation.
Oh, sorry. Hello. Sorry.
Honestly, Glamma, that sounds like something I would be doing. Was she real
Yeah.
judgy about it?
No, actually, she was just very honest about it. Like, okay, this person clearly was raised in Germany. Like Sandra Bullock has, like, you know, one of the better ones because she was actually, you know, raised by German people in Germany. And then there were some people who had really good, and then some people who are just like, you can sort of tell that they speak with a heavy American accent, and that they learned it in high school. And usually everybody who spoke it, whether they spoke it really fluently and well or not, was like, you know, oh, I suck at this, so, you know, please be patient.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why I encourage everybody to learn sign language, because anybody can go deaf.
It is
You know what
the
I
great
mean?
universal. Yes.
Well, it's not
absolutely.
universal though. No,
Yeah,
there's
'cause
American
it's
sign language, there's
American.
French sign language, there's Mexican sign
Oh,
language,
no
there's all
kidding.
different ones. Yeah.
Yep.
Like I don't know
I
British
thought-
sign language. Their alphabet is 2 hands, and and American sign language is only 1. So like if I met a British interpreter or a British deaf person, I could not understand them. Well, maybe a few gestures, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always think it's
wow.
cool when high school
Interesting.
kids want to learn ASL, because I'm like, hey, you never know.
That's niche then, if you're like multilingual in ASL.
I
That's
would
gotta be
love
very
to learn. Well, yeah, I would love to learn Mexican sign language, because we get a lot of immigrants. Because I interpret in 16 different states, and I do a lot of in Texas and Georgia and that area, and they get a lot of immigrants, and they'll put us up on the screen, and they'll be like, "Here, you can interpret for this person," and this person's signing, and I'm like,
Nope.
Hispanic you,
Yeah.
Mexican you, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, hold on, I got to transfer them to another interpreter, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's all different sign languages. I just do American.
I didn't know that. I thought sign language was one for everybody,
Nope.
and that's interesting.
No, there's like a lot of them. There's a lot.
I did
of
look
them.
at District website today, which is supposed to be the hot new reselling spot, and I was not impressed. Wow. Well,
I looked at that before because people were talking about it. Like, if apparently if you have like a channel or like a social media presence, it would make sense to use it. I don't know. There's so many new platforms. I can't keep up.
Yeah, there are a lot of platforms.
Jackson,
Don't
I
know
had no
anything
idea
about
that they had
Braille.
a system for Braille. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. English sign language. No, there's more like accents to American Sign Language, more of a range. So like hospital, like different areas will have different signs, but they're all use American Sign Language. They just have their own like regional signs or their accents. So yeah, so there's really not an English.
That's an accent?
This is accent.
Accent.
Like you're hitting your throat. Accent. There is something called PSE, which is Pigeon Signed English, which is taking American Sign Language signs and putting them in English word order. Maybe that's what you're talking about, One Foot Flipper. I know that I've been trained in CASE, PSE, and ASL, which are all basically American Sign Language, just in different formats of how you set it up in the sentence.
Interesting.
Yeah. So anybody wants to
It is.
watch a fun surgery.
I mean, it does. There has to be. It makes sense that there's a need for that with medical. So yours is specialized too. You've probably had learn a lot of like medical terms, and you know the signs for that. I can imagine that gets a little intense.
Yeah, I do a lot of surgeries. I did 16 years of community interpreting, which means I did medical, educational, just general. One guy wanted to be a semi-truck driver. I got to be his interpreter for that. Nothing beats being in the middle of a semi-truck when it's doing a 180 on a skid pad and you're trying to interpret.
Oh,
wow.
I've done a lot of surgeries, things like that. I don't do legal. I am not certified for legal. I don't want to. I know enough about deaf people. I don't want to know their dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just don't. Like, I don't want to go into court and go, he did
right.
what? That would
I
be
don't want to smell your teeth.
I just skip that.
No. Yeah. Okay, so it was Martha's Vineyard sign language. Hi, Sal's
Martha's
McCardo.
Vineyard is where a lot of the sign language started. That came over from the European countries.
Mm.
So it was a mismatch of British and French and LSQ and all of that. Yes.
Interesting.
Granny, I would honestly say, as far as what to charge for your items, the number one thing that most resellers do is run comps.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've run enough comps, you can kind of know off the top of your head what the value is of something. But when I say comps, what I mean is that you're comparing the pricing to other things that have sold in that category, or that specific item that has sold already. So, for example, let's say that I have a 1984 Barbie doll. That's a holiday Barbie, and it's brand new in the thing, and it's never been opened. I would look that up on eBay and all of the different platforms, eBay and Mercari, see what they sold for. So I would look them by sold. Don't look by what's for sale, because I can say it's worth $200 and I could be trying to charge somebody $200. But if it's only selling for $50, then then that's a bad comp to do.
Right.
It's a bad comparison. So you want apples to apples, and you want to look at the solds, what they have sold for, and not what they are selling for. And that will give you a good idea of what to charge for your items, that, or maybe even slightly lower or slightly higher if theirs was a busted box and yours is pristine. And then with shipping, it just depends on the platform, honestly, I think. Usually if I'm selling on an auction, I go by whatever Pirate Ship says. If I'm selling on eBay, I go by what Pirate Ship says usually, or like the USPS. But with Poshmark, if you list on Poshmark, they take care of all of that shipping stuff for you. That's done. You don't have to worry about that. Hopefully that helps answer your question. Any input from the panel?
I just do calculated. I just do calculated shipping on everything. And as far as charging, I use Google Lens and I use eBay TerraPeak and see what things have sold for. And then when I do my eBay shows or my YouTube shows, I look at what it's sold for on eBay, and then I go, here's what I paid for it, here's what it is on eBay. So I kind of go to the middle, because I like to give my buyers a break when I'm doing a show. So
I look at both what has sold and what has listed.
I'm smoking again, just screw it. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. It's like, okay, maybe there are a bunch of them that have a bunch of a T-shirt that have sold for $48. Okay, $48 is great. Maybe you're getting a great deal on it. But how many of them are still listed, and what are they? Oh, I'm in big screen. And how many of them are still listed, and what are they currently listed for? Because if they're same quality, similar size to the one you have, say that they're all new with tag size medium, and that's what you're wanting to pick up, and they're listed for 38 instead of selling at 48, to me that would be an indicator. Okay, maybe a little oversaturated on size. It might be a little harder to sell, because you would have to price below what everybody else is selling to be able to be competitive with them, for a buyer to want your item instead of somebody else's.
Interesting. I was just going to say, interestingly, I checked the comps on an item literally the other day because I was listing it, and the only ones that had sold in I'm big.
We're blowing up.
Sold,
I should have blown Angie up. I'm going to blow Angie up next. Get your thing ready, Angie.
They were like £26, and the ones that were listed were like, they were with the box. It was for like this cookie jar of like the Death Star out of Star Wars, and it had a box with it, but they were listing it at £60. But then there was one that was still listed, but there was one that was sold for £26. So I was like, oh, where should I put it in between there? Because mine doesn't have the box. It's in really good condition. So I just put it at 50, and I got an offer yesterday for 40. I accepted it, and they paid just earlier on, just about an hour ago. So
awesome.
So even though it didn't, like a lot of them didn't come up, like in terms of like comps, like I priced mine quite high, really. But obviously, people were thought, oh well, it's in good condition, and even though it doesn't have the box, I'll pay £40 for it. So yeah, so I do check the comps, and I enjoy it when the thrift stores check the comps and they say, oh, on eBay it's like £100, and then you check, and it's like, no, on eBay it goes for about £10, or
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice try.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I love it when people at garage sales do that. They're like, well, it's selling
Yeah.
for $20
Oh,
on
that
eBay.
drives me crazy.
And I'm like, I don't care what it's selling for on eBay. That you're not selling it on eBay. If I wanted to
Right.
buy it from eBay, I'd go on eBay. I'm in your driveway right now with a paper bag, and I want it for $5.
And cash. And cash.
Yeah.
Exactly, no fees.
So Angie, how do you decide what to sell and what to charge for shipping?
Shipping, I do calculated shipping. So I put in the weight and the box size. And how do I find my stuff? Oh, goodness. Well, I'm called Angie's Oddities for a reason. I like to find just peculiar, odd things. And just, I go to the bins, I go to rummage sales, I go to thrift stores. And whatever I find that's interesting, I pick it up. I don't have any one specific market or niche. I do sell a lot of craft supplies because I have like 3 ladies that watch my channel that live for craft supplies. So every show they're asking. But otherwise than that, really, it's just a matter of what I like. If I like it, I pick it up and try to sell it. So nothing like really specific.
That's good.
I love that because it's not always about that brand name. It's not always about that one thing. It's also about finding the weird. The weirder you can find it, the better I like it.
Yep. I
Ronnie,
just
how do
picked
you
up.
do?
Oh, go ahead, Veronica.
Sorry.
Don't you, girl? No. No.
There
I
you go.
will
love
not
that
be
picture.
part of this.
Veronica-
I do whatever. I do whatever I want. I eyeball it, I guess. I don't have a science. I do what Kristen does. She had a good answer.
So she said ditto Kristen.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
And
go
then
into
whatever
the chat,
sound
too.
pigeons make.
That's another underused word is ditto. Nobody says ditto anymore.
I
I
say
say
well, I
ditto,
type it.
But
I
I'm
type
old
it.
age.
Can we go back to just having Georgie read like the phone book to us or something? It's so
Yes.
soothing to me
It is
to hear you speak. You need to like
It's so-
read audiobooks or something.
Well, I find, because I feel like I've got like quite a kind of voice when I'm listening, when I'm
No.
editing my videos. I'm like, oh,
Oh, we love it.
cringe.
Not at
Not at
all.
all.
And I'm a sucker for a British accent, so
Yeah.
good with me.
Most American girls are suckers for a British accent.
Who you call an American?
And the Krauts. No, I'm joking. And the Germans. Speaking of pirate ship, Pirate
Pirate
Murphy
Arr.
has been finding Ground Advantage has been cheaper than eBay, not by much. FSJ said, I didn't check comps. Black Diamond and Beanie Babies. I'm uber rich because of it. Yeah. Paige says on the identical
Everything
items,
I
the
sell,
cheapest one of
25
my items
bucks.
usually gets any sale. Yeah. And Granny, it is certainly our pleasure. You opened up a can of worms there. Sorry about that, but resellers love talking about reselling.
Mhm.
Yeah, he said, if you say that to me, you've opened up the door for conversation.
Yep. Okay,
It looks like sellers with the store sell more, have a better chance of selling their items as opposed to non-store sellers. I would say people who list every day have a better chance of selling more than
Oh, yeah. I
anything.
list
It's
every day.
consistently listing.
Yeah, I list every day.
Yeah, I list every day.
Yeah, Paige said the store part doesn't matter. It just makes more sense to have a store once you have a decent amount of inventory. Yeah. And
Wow.
Aunt Boo says that pigeon has double eyes. And also, George, do you know Wayne Goss?
Do you know, oh God, oh, is it the Goss Brothers?
She has such a crush on Wayne Goss. That is like her. She has like the biggest gay man crush on Wayne Goss. You have no idea. Oh my God, Pirate Murphy. He does have a thing for peg legs. What did I? Peg legs. Don't think I don't have an eye patch. Just got to remember where it is somewhere. We know that you've got.
Not surprised.
We know you have props.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that in your dress up?
We know
box,
you.
Patrick?
We know your props. Yeah.
It's a treasure chest. Okay. The pirate stuff is in the treasure chest.
It really is. It's a treasure trove. I mean, he's just got like it's crazy how many props he has. I'm telling you, him and Alvin from Lindsay and Alvin, we're going to have a prop off. We're going to have an international prop off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
battle of the
This in
props.
our lives.
It's like the what's in your bag.
I am so sick of seeing notifications for people's shows.
On
Please
the
stop
Poshmark.
that. Yeah, they do that, and I can't figure out how to stop it, and I'm too lazy to figure out how. So,
well, apparently, if you unfollow like everybody, you don't get them anymore. And I'm like, yeah, like I have time to sit down and do that.
That's a
I
lot
don't
of
even share my closet myself.
if I had
Okay, so
time to do that, I could just watch all the shows.
So we need Posher VA to create a new feature to automatically unfollow live.
I need
Randy's got a
Posher VA
t-shirt.
just to like automatically run a whole Posh show for me without me doing anything. If Posher VA can swing that, I will pay them $25 a month again. You can just
Ooh.
like
You hear that,
completely,
Posher VA?
yeah, like just sell my stuff. I don't want to do nothing.
Morona, black leather gloves.
Ooh,
New
fancy.
with tags, large. Okay.
Morona by Target.
That's right.
The French
right.
store.
Have you guys heard of a brand called Savannah Jane?
Savannah Jane? No.
Savannah
Oh,
Jane.
Savannah Jane?
Savannah, but not Savannah Jane.
It sounds mighty southern.
Heard of
But
Ivy
it's like
and Jane.
cute. It's very cute
Yeah,
embroidered.
it's got a middle
stuff,
name and
the
everything.
the comps don't look too bad. So I picked up 2 tops at the thrift a while ago. They kind of have like Johnny Was vibes. Let me send you this link. I'm gonna spam your chat with a link so you can see what I'm talking about.
What'd you find when you did comps on those?
I think it was around 30 to 40. Like I said, I wing it. I think I could probably get 30 for it. Because this one is like hella embroidered and it's so cute. And I thought it was Johnny Was when I saw it. And then I looked up the label and was like, okay, I'll take her. So, anyway, she's pretty. I popped the link in the chat. Yeah, a lot of like
faux fur
crochet
leopard print cuffs.
embroidery.
Oh my God, Poshmark, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's cute.
Just threw up all of you, right?
Yeah,
That's super cute.
It is super cute.
let me see. What is it?
It's the links in the chat to the Savannah Jane.
If I order now, I could have it by the 19th.
Everybody.
Don't order it from them.
It's okay. They don't have my
Mine's
size anyway.
Mine's a size small though, unfortunately. Otherwise, that would be mine.
Might fit my left arm.
Yeah, same.
I mean, is that so bad?
Okay, I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, I'm just clicking on this. Savannah Jane.
Leather. Ugh.
Glamma, are you having like a physical reaction to your listing?
Leopard print, yes. You know me.
Thought you said leather. I was like, what's the problem with leather now?
Leopard print. No, I
Leopard
don't have a
print,
problem with leather.
I know.
I have a problem with leopard print.
Yeah, so comps
It's
for the
okay on
Savannah
shoes.
Jane are all over the place, but I figured I'll take a risk.
It's
Ooh,
okay
that's
on
a
shoes
cool
and
one.
the occasional handbag. And that is where I draw the line. You'll never catch me wearing, and I'll tell you why. Because in the '80s, it's what hookers wore. I know nobody uses that term anymore. I'm just saying. In the '80s, that's what and not like the real ones, but like the not real sex workers, but like actual like the ones in the Tina Turner wig and the mini skirts that you saw on TV. It's what the mob, boss girlfriends wore. It was that sort of thing, and it was just beyond the tack of tacky. So yeah,
That was
it
how you
was
really
Totally
feel.
unrelated, but I did actually use the word hooker in that context earlier on today.
yeah. It's just one of those. Yes, it was so Peg Bundy. It's just one of those things, and it's one of those things where like some people can wear it and it looks beautiful and it looks great on them. It's just a personal thing for me. It's not anything, I'm not saying everybody wears it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
You kind of are.
for me, it's a no. For me, it's a no. It's a no
Like
for me.
everybody who wore it in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, like the people on TV, though. I mean, it's not like in the 80s
Yeah.
I ever actually
So
saw a
it's
real
like
live
TV's
sex worker
idea of
that I knew
what.
of anyway.
Yeah.
I lived a very sheltered life. I never saw that sort of thing.
Right.
No, it's actually quite true. My parents were very, very religious. Cougar attire, yes.
Cougar
Thank
attire.
you. Yeah.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it. Cougar attire.
Okay, is this oh, it's magenta. Okay. I can never tell if something is magenta or fuchsia.
I aren't those kind of interchangeable though?
I just say
They're
pink.
I always thought they were kind of the same.
similar. I think fuchsia is a little more purple leaning and magenta a little bit more pink. Just looking at it on like a color chart. Like magenta is the T-Mobile color. But anyway, yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. This one's definitely leaning pink.
Star Wars Mandalorian 5-piece backpack set. New attacks.
Aww. Look, I've got a Mandalorian little toy that I've just put up. And it's got Baby Yoda.
Aw.
This is the time of year.
We have so much Baby Yoda stuff in this house, and then my kid was like, we're kind of not into Baby Yoda anymore. And I'm like, wow, okay.
And you're like, yes, you are. We need
So,
at least
that's
3 years
cool.
worth out of this.
Like, I have another 3 sweaters for you in your upcoming sizes, but okay. By the way, funniest thing today, my child randomly told me, he's like, oh yeah, so at school today, we wrote letters to veterinarians. And it took me a few seconds, and I'm like, that's kind of nice, but why? And then I'm like, well, honey, do you mean veterans? And he's like, yeah, I think. I'm like, did you thank them for their service? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, you mean veterans. So, it's so cute.
Veterinarians.
We wrote letters to veterinarians.
precious.
Like, that's really lovely, because I think they don't really get letters from schools, but why? So, like,
Is it Veterans Day?
And-
Is that what?
it
Yeah,
was,
Veterans Day.
They're a little late for that, but yeah. And then I had to explain to him what a veteran is, and then we went into a whole conversation, and I basically kind of tried to explain World War II to a 7-year-old, so that was fun. So, yeah, because my child Glamma, he asks follow-up questions. I'm like, oh God. So,
Well, that's good though. He's interested. He means he's interested.
yeah. He wanted to know if anyone in my family was ever in the military, and I'm like, well, my grandfather, because there had to be, and then it went from there. Like, when you're older, you'll learn more about
That's got to be
all the
interesting.
all the crap your respective
Yeah.
countries have gotten into.
That's kind of a unique perspective for a half American, half German kid.
Yeah, going to be a lot of fun conversation.
I think
Here's
there will
everything
be.
you have to work through.
Right.
Enjoy.
Right. Enjoy talking with your therapist. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's what I tell all my kids. I'm like, I don't care if I did my best and I hope I didn't screw you up and I feel guilty for whatever I did. Trust me, I do.
Yeah.
I feel guilty for existing. As a mother, you do that. Whether you work, whether you stay home, doesn't matter. There's something to feel guilty about.
Yeah.
But in the long run, really, it's between them and their therapist.
Or their
My
future
mom-
life partner. Let
Responsibility for
them
children.
deal with it.
My mum always asks, she goes, "You did have a good childhood, though, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Yes, mother, yes."
My mom
I'm
feels bad for
afraid.
so many things from our childhood, and I'm like, Mom, just like, what's the point now? You know, like, you didn't intentionally screw us up or anything. We're children of the wars, like, it happens. It's fine.
I am scared to death to ask my son how his I'm scared to death to ask my son how his childhood was. My youngest son, he's the one that I raised from scratch. The other two came to me half raised, so that was nice.
I mean, he already told you he loves you, like, what, 95% of the time?
95%, he said. Said 95% of me loves you, and the other 5%. And I'm like, that's fair. That's fair.
I went through something similar with my kid, my son. When he graduated high school, he turned 18. He gave me 2 middle fingers and said, "I know what I'm doing. See you later," and left and went to move in with Grandpa.
Yeah.
Not even a week later, I'm getting calls left and right. Mom, groceries are so expensive. What am I supposed to do? Mom, how do you run the wash machine?
Oh, yeah.
Mom, how does this dishwasher work? Because we didn't have a dishwasher in our house. Mom, why is gas so high? I have to drive to work. I mean, it was just like all of a sudden this like 90-degree or 180-degree change. Now he's like,
Right.
and he's like,
Wait till you have to get your car inspected and pay personal property tax.
Mhm.
And yeah, you're gonna love this. It's
well, yeah, he
great.
got a job now and he bought a house and he's going to be 21 in March. So he did a 180 and
Awesome.
bought a house and got a great job. And all of a sudden it was like, oh crap, my mom knows something.
Yeah.
now he's like, I love you, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Mom,
I have
can
those
some money for
conversations.
groceries? He's
I have
so
those
funny now.
conversations with my 7-year-old. It's so funny when you like lift the veil and he realizes what all costs money. He's like, "What do you mean it costs money to go to a hospital?" And I'm like, "Yeah, in this country it does." And he's like, "What do you mean it costs money to go to college?" And I'm like,
In this country,
"It does. It does here.
It does that too. Yeah.
How about you learn German and go to college in Germany? Huh? How about that?" He's having
Remember that
all
one
these
time when I
questions, like,
told you should learn German?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, and then the funniest thing is like, "Do I
Oh,
cost money?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Nice
you know
for
how many
you.
times you ask?" I'm like, "So much." I'm like, when you asked me for McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Robux and this and this, he's like, "Oh." I'm like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
That
Right
costs
there.
money.
Oh, at
They
least he's
don't
got like
give
a
you
little
that.
awareness. That's nice. That's cute though.
Oh yeah, we're working on it. And then
A
he asks
little
me why.
awareness.
He'll ask me why, and I'm like, capitalism. That's why. I'm like, how about you go ask your teacher about it? Let me know how that goes.
Yes,
Oh,
other
no.
teacher.
I'm just a shit starter. Like the poor woman, she has enough on her hands. For my kid.
Not Glenn's here. I didn't look up.
Yeah, not Glenn.
What's up, hashtag not Glenn? What's up, Land Shark?
He's probably
Craig
trying
is
to
in
nap
the-
again, so we have to keep it down.
he's
Craig
on
usually tries to sleep here.
He said if smoking pot causes short-term memory loss, what does smoking pot cause? That's funny. Carrie said that's a high percentage. Take it. Yeah. I took the
Seriously.
95. I did. I walked away with it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
That is
not bad.
hilarious. Okay, Granny, we'll be here for a minute.
No.
You got a 1-year-old baby to put to bed. Sometimes, hopefully, you don't have too much of a fight on your hands. Sometimes they fight you, and sometimes they give into it and just go with it. It's always a mystery until you get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when they're overtired and they don't want to go to bed and they have their fit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's when you got to just walk away.
Birch Hill.
I mean, I do that and I can't walk away from myself. So.
Same.
I'm falling asleep on the couch. No, it's only 2 a.m. Scroll for a couple more minutes, drop the phone. It's
Yep. It falls on your face. Mm.
oh my
I've
gosh.
done
The
that.
number of times I've been afraid that I've had a bruise on my nose. I'll wake up and be like, okay,
What is
there's no bruise.
P? Oh, it's a
What?
size smaller.
Yeah.
Disregard.
PCOS.
Black
I got
leather
5 with
zip up
on.
fitted vest. It's really cute. I just have to
Candy.
figure out who Birch Hill is. I don't think it's the
Birch
same as
Hill.
Lauren Hill.
Leave them alone. You say hi.
Is another kitty.
Oh, I got loads of them here. This one's
Oh my
Kenji.
God,
This
love it.
one came over on Pets for Jets. So he is from Doha, Qatar, near Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
And he came to America, and I was supposed to foster him. And took him out of his cage. He climbed right up onto my lap and fell asleep. So I looked at my husband. I said,
Foster fail.
Excuse me,
"Not gonna be
but
fostered." This is
oh,
Kenji.
kitty
Kenji
cats
means
are still
second
on
son in
Hello.
Japanese. Right? Now
He
you gotta
looks
leave
like the
Millie alone.
Chester kitty from like the Meow Meow commercials, like meow meow
Mhm.
meow meow meow. meow. Yeah, he looks like this kitty.
Eyes.
Here,
his
kitty,
eyes.
kitty, kitty. You can
You're
tell I have dogs. Here, kitty,
So
kitty.
many voices.
I don't know what he's looking at over there. What's over there? What are
He's
you looking
probably
at?
looking at the crazy old lady,
I
the
can't.
crazy old cow yelling, screaming kitty at him. Oh, he's so cute. He's a cutie patootie.
Yeah, he's one of my non-special needs. I just kept him because, well, you gonna stay here? You wanna
How
stay
could
with
you
him?
not?
He claimed
I know.
you.
He came out of his little carrier. He was 4 months old. Came out of his carrier, laid down on my lap, and that was it. I was like, "Aw." And my husband goes, "Oh."
The void.
Right? And you, what are you, 5 years old now? I think you're 5 now. 5 or 6.
And this right there is why I want to come back as a cat in my next life and just end up in a cat loving home.
Yes.
Oh, this
So
is a
I
cat
feel
loving home.
I've got cat energy, but I don't know. Like cats like me, but I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, that you're cute and I love you, but go away. Like, I
That's
think
how
that's
my
what we
husband
do.
It's cat energy. You're like affection on my time. That's absolutely
Yeah.
cat energy.
That's how my husband is. My husband's like, when we got married, I told him we're going to have cats the rest of our lives. And he's like, okay. And we started with 3. So when we got married, no, we have 2 when we got married. No, I think we had 3 when we got married. And now we've been married 20 some years. And we have a lot more than 3 now. And my husband's just like, anytime you want to stop. I'm like, well, you followed me home. What do you want me to do? And he just doesn't believe me anymore. He doesn't
Just
believe me
showed
anymore.
up.
The cat distribution system is real.
Yeah, well, I've had 6 fosters this year, and all of them have found homes. So,
Oh,
yep,
yay! That's
Yep.
Oh,
awesome.
good.
yep. So I don't keep them all. I don't foster fail all the time. Just you, right?
There's a gray one that's been walking. I live in a 6-plex, and there's I'm down on the ground level, sort of, and there's a cat that's been walking across. I'll see him every couple of weeks, and he'll just walk across the backyard, and now off into the woods. He doesn't seem afraid of me, but he doesn't let me get close, and he doesn't approach me even when I try to call him.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like
Is he
something I would
feral
do.
like my children?
What's that?
Well, there's a difference between a feral and a stray.
Ah,
Yeah.
not with my
Yeah.
kids. There's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Are we still talking about kids or cats?
What? We were talking
Lamb,
about
do you-
cats.
Yeah. Ma'am, do you have any pets?
What's a cat? No, I'm joking. We don't have cats. Where my husband and I were both born in the year of the dog, and we're very much dog people. We have 2 dogs. One is ginormous and one is fairly mid to large. And we're kind of dog people. The weird thing though that I've noticed, I'm not averse to cats. I like cats. If a cat crawls up on my lap, I'm going to pet him. But the thing that I notice is that the people who really dislike cats, like the people who genuinely dislike cats, for some reason, that is always the person that the cat wants to go directly to.
Yep.
Does anybody else notice this? Like cats are perverse
that is so
creatures.
true.
Like they're really contrarians.
Yep. That is so true.
Which I kind of
agree.
dig that. I like their attitude. I like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Big fan.
Patrick, you have 3? Cool. I started with 3.
He's
Never
beautiful.
stayed with 3.
Okay, so I've done 6, and that is enough.
Yeah, I got 5 done.
I got 6.
I haven't counted, but we're getting there.
Okay, St. John's caviar, you are going right in front, honey.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see what my closet looks like now. There we are. Well, I have like this black St. John's caviar mock turtleneck that is to die for. It is so cute. And then a Ben Sherman cable knit sweater that is adorable and it's full.
Ooh.
And some
What you got
UGG
Ben
black.
Sherman over there?
And then I have 3 of the tackiest
Ew.
Christmas sweaters in the history of
wanna say
tacky
hi?
for Christmas.
No. Okay.
So it's fantastic.
I hit a little patch of St. John the last couple of times that I went thrifting. They're all hanging out up here. I found
I
3
think
of
one
them.
of those. I
across 2
think that
separate
black
shifts.
mock turtleneck is one that I bought in your lot.
The which one?
I think the black mock turtleneck is one that I bought from you in your clothing lot when we did the clothing auction. It was either you or Dodo.
I didn't have it. It was probably Dodo.
Okay.
And if it was St. John, it definitely wasn't mine. My stuff wasn't that high end.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was.
I seem to remember some Escada pants, and there were like 2
Fucking
Escada pieces. That you sent
Barefoot
me.
Dreams.
That was the Escada pants were Dodo's. I had the coat. I didn't.
You had the Escada coat. Oh, sorry. I had the Escada wool tweed coat. Yes, I didn't have high-end things. Just an Escada wool tweed coat. Those throw
It's
around.
just
You come across
it's
those
just
every day. Those adorable, by the way.
I've only listed 3, by the way, but I've listed them on 3 platforms, so I feel like that counts for something.
That counts for more.
That works.
That counts for more.
They count that reseller math. That's 9 items.
Exactly.
There you go. Yep.
Thanks.
There you go. I like that kind of math.
Yeah, I did. I got 6 tonight, so I feel good about that.
I'm gonna list some snuggies before going to sleep. So
There you go.
Some Snuggies.
What do I have?
I have a Harley Quinn snuggie and a Transformers snuggie.
Nice.
Ooh.
What's a snuggie?
That's what we.
It's
Oh,
like a blanket with
nut.
sleeves.
It's
Oh,
it's like
oh.
a
Or-
robe,
yeah.
but backwards,
Or yeah, like a
So-
back
so that you can have your blanket/robe, but then you can, do things with your hands. That's what she said. I had to get one in on I can't be on a live and not throw. That's what she said. And that's just never gonna happen.
That is what she said, though. I mean, if she said that, then who are we to argue?
She sure did.
Let's
The
hear some.
proverbial she.
She shed. Granny said she's got a she shed, which I'm kind of jealous of a she shed on the one hand.
What the
And on the other hand, I'm kind of scared of a she shed because I've seen my husband's he shed out there and the mice get into it and like the field mice or whatever. And then of course, if something warm and furry and tiny crawls into it, guess what's going to crawl in after it to try and eat it? So he's actually found snakes out there too. And I'm like, maybe not a she shed out here, in the country for us peasant country folk out here. Yeah.
I don't
I
think my
let
husband
alone
would
my
give me
whole
a shoe
apartment's
shed.
a
I
shoe
took over
shed.
the entire basement. When we moved into this house, I told my husband when we moved into this house, the entire basement is for Angie's Oddities. Like every corner of this place is it's my whole business. So he doesn't have a basement. He wants to have stuff. He's got to go to the garage. Mine.
And she's
I told my
bossy. She's
husband I
like,
would
okay,
keep
so we're
all
gonna
of
have a
mine.
bazillion cats. I'm gonna get the basement. You get the garage. This is where I live with my cats now.
I told Glamma I was going to keep everything in the spare bedroom, and that is not the case at all. That's not what happened. Things spill over into other things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, when I started Angie's Oddities, we had no like place to put it because I started at the old house where we used to live, and so I made I didn't make. Let me rephrase that. My husband helped me with he did approve of it. He kind of wasn't thrilled, but he did approve of it. We took the entire living room out, like the couch, the end tables,
wow.
everything, and we built shelves. So my living room became my eBay office and store. So when we moved to the new house, he's like, "No, we're going to have a living room so I can sit and watch TV."
Yeah.
Like, okay, then the basement's all mine. So we built the one side of the basement is all shelves, those metal racks with the Rubbermaids, and all the Rubbermaid totes are all labeled. And then on this side is my business. And then I got my little cubicle where I work for my other job, and then like my photo booth and area. So he doesn't have anything. He has a small workbench in the corner.
I love it.
What is
Sorry,
that?
guys.
He's like, no, the garage is mine. I'm like, okay.
No,
I
I'm
don't think
curious
asking him for a
because
bed would work.
I'm curious because George, how does your living space compare with your storage space? How does that work for you, the living and storage space?
Well, I have a unit in like a storage kind of warehouse place.
Sorry, go ahead.
And yeah, I moved from a small like unit place, which was really cheap, but what I needed, and I moved in the summer to somewhere where it was really big, and it costs a lot more money than I'm used to. So that's, but it's close. The thing is, it's closer by. It's like 2 minutes down the road. So it's like I'm only like, because I work in my garage, which is kind of like converted. You can kind of just see the top of where it's not complete yet, the garage. But yeah, it's okay. It's fine, and it's attached to the house, so I can literally just walk to work, roll out of bed, walk to work, do my thing, go back in. It's easy.
Lovely. Lovely.
I'm in the
So
middle
you
of
have
like moving everything around.
George, do you have another job and then do reselling, or do you do reselling full time?
I do reselling full time. It's my full time kind of. It's my 9-5. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So George, I have a question. So you said that you actually have, when you said you have a unit, you mean that you have like a storage unit, like off site, not where you live, correct?
Yeah, it's not where I live. I used to, because in my previous place, I used to use the garage as a store, like where I put all my boxes, but there was no room left. I outgrew it, so I had to get a separate storage place in like a big warehouse. And and I've just moved on from there. I'd love to have like my own like warehouse. I know there's a bit of a trend at the moment in the UK of people building like he sheds or she sheds and putting all their stuff in there. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't think because we rent this property, I don't think we'll be allowed to put it in the garden.
They're like, no, you just feel good that we're letting you do this in the garage.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, to be fair as well, it's like I'm making money, and like that pays for like the bills, the household bills. So
yeah.
That's right.
Now, Veronica, you've got a storage area, right? You've got a storage unit also.
I do, out of necessity, because we live in a small apartment now. So I have a 10 by 10 storage unit that houses almost all my inventory, whatever I bring in and have to photograph and steam and list. And so I work here in the apartment, so it kind of spills over, which is not ideal, but it's what it is. I can't work in the storage unit and photograph there. But yeah, it's full of stuff, and I'm like north of 800 items now that I have listed. I probably have another 100 that are unlisted, so yeah, we're getting up there. I could use, it's okay on the space, I could use better shelving. I bought some it has turned out to be not as good as I wanted it to be, so I think I'm gonna sell the ones I haven't put up yet and just figure it out later. But yeah, it works for now. It's I don't mind not living with my inventory, but right now I'm looking at 2 big IKEA bags full of clothing from the bins that I picked up this past weekend that I need to process and, you know, haul and all of do the YouTube things with. And so I get annoyed with all of that being in my actual living space, because when you're in an apartment, you don't have, you know, a
Right.
basement or an attic where everything is just nicely tucked away.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I know what
Makes
that's like.
sense. Kristen, what do you do for storage?
Most of my stuff is hanging out back here. I've got a lot of tubs.
So is that like your second bedroom in your apartment?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's just me. I've got 26 tubs because I think I'm up to A through Z now. Oops.
And hi,
I've
Michael
got
Whelan.
Shoes in the closet, shoes in the laundry on the shelves up top, more tubs in the closet. There's inventory. I've got a whole shelf over here with like the smaller items. So like the
Night,
slips,
Pompey.
lingerie, bras,
Good night.
swim, and small accessories. I've got another bin for there's stuff everywhere.
Yeah. I feel your pain. There's stuff everywhere.
I think we all do, yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
hovering around like 650 to 675 listed, but I think I've probably got about another 50-ish that's not listed, most of which is shoes.
I don't even want to say how much I have in my death pile.
Everywhere. My death pile's
No,
getting
yeah.
better. Okay, I'm getting
My death
pickier about
pile's
what I pick
huge.
up.
If I
try
got
to-
around to steaming everything, it would be a game changer for me because I'd have like 20 more things to list. I have a pile of steaming that is just ridiculously large. And I'm like, no, I'll just wait until one day when I'm in the mood to steam. And I'm never in the mood to steam. I should just do it. Like whoever wakes up and goes, I wish I could iron today with the thing that up my fingernails
No.
and you know,
That would be a
and
no.
sometimes burns me. Yeah.
No.
See, I was pretty much
Yeah.
caught up
Yeah.
on all of my stuff, and then I've been listing, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna run out of. The more you list, the quicker you're gonna run out of stuff that you've already photographed
Right?
and you know prepared. And I was like, yeah, I probably should go to the bins, and then I just went nuts at the bins because it was so freaking good, which is why I need to film this haul.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah,
Yep.
they did not disappoint.
Michael Whelan lives in a 364 square foot studio apartment, and I have about 340 square foot of stuff all over the place. That sounds about right, Michael. We are
Yeah, like
at the heart. I think the heart of every reseller is a borderline hoarder.
honestly,
and
reselling
I
out of a
think-
studio apartment, that's something else.
That's impressive.
Raise your hand if you have a dining room table that hasn't had a bag of crap from the Salvation Army or the Goodwill or another thrift store on it in the past week. Raise your hand if you have that dining room table that hasn't had any bags on it in the past week.
Oh,
George
hasn't
wins.
Nope.
George wins. Oh, you put your hand down, huh? Okay.
My
You did
dining
count.
table.
Mine was never up.
Yeah,
Anything about it, I'm like,
really.
was there stuff on it? Yes. I mean, right now it's a dehydrator,
Random
but there is
crap
stuff
on
on
there.
it that is not dining related.
So
Michael,
Veronica,
we're not
come step
neighbors
on my floor.
anymore. Yeah, I'm back in Virginia. We're not neighbors anymore. Sorry.
Okay, Kenji.
Aw.
We need to get
No.
Becky and Michael
Leave the microphone
connected
alone.
because
The
Mhm.
cat
they don't live too
content that
far
we're
from
all
each
here
other.
for.
Leave
Ooh,
the
Becky
microphone
with the
alone.
good hair, Becky.
Becky with the good hair. She's in Pennsylvania.
Becky with the
Oh.
good hair.
Yeah,
She is so sweet. I think she had her very first ever live auction today on
she
the
did,
Small
and
Guy.
she did
Oh, was it today?
fantastic.
Yeah.
Did he do well? I was meant to go on and say, give her some
Yeah, it was really
good
good.
juju, but
She's a
if it went
natural.
well,
She
that's
did great.
She did really, really well. Yeah. She was
nice.
just, if you're used to being on camera, that's half the battle right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know what your stuff is worth. So I can hold up this thing and say, okay, this is 6 by 4 inches and it's good for your nails and it's $5 or whatever. She knows what she's listing it for. So she translates very, very well. Yeah. She did it well.
Oh, good. I'm glad she did. She get a lot of sales then?
She got
I
a
don't
bunch. Yeah.
I know that I bought something because it was really cute. So
From
that
what I
was-
saw in the chat, a couple of people were like buying multiple things. So
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think
awesome.
she did all right. Yeah, she definitely had a whole bunch of sales.
Yeah, she has
Was
really
that
good
a
stuff.
Poshmark
Was that on the
Live
Friends of
or
Friends?
eBay or?
Was that on the Friends
No,
of
that
Friends
was
sale?
it was a live
Yeah.
auction on YouTube. It was called like the
Okay.
Friends Selling
Yeah,
Friends.
Friends of Friends. Yeah, I was on it at
Mhm.
3:15.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why didn't I get that notification?
Yep.
Their first one, they had it titled Friends Selling Friends. So it looked like you were selling your friends.
Whoops.
So I'm like, here's my friend Veronica.
Oops.
She speaks 2 languages at least. You know, I mean, I can.
Oh,
Here's my
you
friend
wish
George.
you could sell me.
Yeah. Right. Here's my friend George. He's got great taste in chocolate. You know, here's my friend Angie. She has cute cats. Here's my friend.
Yeah, Friends
Kristen.
Selling with
She knows
Friends
what
or
good
Friends
food
of
is.
Friends sales or something like that. I was on at 3:15 and I did okay. I sold 4 pretty high priced items, so I'm pretty happy. I mean, for a half hour's worth of work.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not
yeah,
low.
that's the thing. It's not bad. When it's on
No.
your channel, it's honestly, if you have an auction on your channel, it's for one of 2 causes. It's because A, it's for like some sort of a fundraiser situation, or B, it's for watch hours.
Mhm.
Because honestly, if you have most auctions that are on your own channel, you're so busy that you end up putting in like, 8 hours of work for maybe, $100 or $200 worth of sales.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And if you do the math on that,
I
it's
have
not
no idea.
great.
Do I have watch hours?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay.
Y'all, I am starting to fall asleep and I'm going to shut down the listing for the night. We're going to end the
Alright.
StreamYard, but I just wanted to say to my very special guests, Angie, Veronica, Aisha Dancer, George, thank you so much for being here. And I am going to go ahead and blow you up, starting with you, Veronica, because you hate it. And tell us what's on your channel, what's coming up.
Oh God. What do I have coming up? I have a what's sold coming up, a what's sold video coming up for October that I need to edit. I have a bins haul that I need to film, clearly. I have a thread up unboxing that I need to film. So nothing specific, but not this coming Friday, but the Friday after. We're gonna have Relist and Relax again at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I will see you there every other week on my channel.
There we go. Was that so hard? Was that so hard?
Yeah,
Angie,
you just
put you on solo layout.
Hi, I'm Angie from
Angie, tell
Angie's
us what's coming up.
I have I do a show every Monday at 4:00 Central. I usually have a special guest. It's a sale. That's my my every Monday thing. Otherwise, I just do sale. Like I've got one scheduled for November 30th. It's going to be all crafts. So I try to have a couple shows a week. I'm also on Sunday sale with Helen in New England Thrifter, and it's her, Sandy, and I. And that one, okay, now we've got the black kitty coming. Hi, Melanie.
We got so many cat butts tonight.
love it.
So come subscribe to me. I'm a brand new channel. I've been around for 3 months, and I've just had a blast. So every Sunday and every Monday, and then sometime during the week, I usually pop in and have something. So I send out notifications. It's been a blast. I can't believe in 3 months I've had this much fun. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It
like
is a
your
lot of
sticker in the
fun.
back.
It is a lot of fun.
My what?
Aisha Dancer.
Yeah, it looks like a bumper sticker in the back.
Oh.
It says, "I sell dead people stuff."
So
I sold it.
So I am trying to decide if I tell the story for this or not. Because I've had people like, what's the story behind that? And I'm like, I don't want people to think I'm negative on my channel. So if I tell this story, like how many family members are going to like want to wring my neck? So I haven't done it. So I'm still debating. Do I want to tell the story about the background for that or not?
Okay,
It's a great
Angie, when you're
story,
ready,
It
when
made
you're
me
ready,
giggle.
please reach out to me because I will do a pop-up live so we can tell that story,
It
honey.
made me giggle.
Or I'll go on your channel and just laugh.
Okay, sounds
Hopefully
good.
it's a laughing
That
story.
sounds awesome, Glammaz. All right.
Aisha Dancer, where can we find you?
You can find me. I'm sometimes lurking in other people's lives because I don't have my own channel. But I'm on Poshmark pretty consistently. Names down here, wherever that name is. There it is. Right here on Poshmark. I I don't usually run any sales, but I do have some couple of Christmas items going up, some new tag stuff. So if you're in the market for Christmas presents or just something new for yourself, including this pink monstrosity, if you know great Christmas movies.
Oh my God. Is that a bunny outfit?
It's a bunny outfit.
I love that. Oh
It's
my
coming
God.
soon. So based on my realistic possibility of getting it listed, I'm hoping probably a couple of weeks because I'm just slow at getting stuff listed. It will be up soon. I'll probably
I get
bump
it.
that up.
Cool. We look forward to seeing that. That is going to be awesome. George, let us know where you are, how to find you.
I'm in the UK, and you can't find me. I'm hiding.
hidden.
I'm hiding.
He's a
I'm
secret
everywhere.
George.
I'm on like YouTube, not every night, but like near enough every other day because I list while I'm on live, so I'm working while I'm talking. Two birds, one stone. So I reckon that's probably like 12 o'clock your time, probably. It's usually around 6 o'clock in the UK, so it's probably around 11 to 12 in the afternoon. So if anybody's bored, they can always jump on. I'm very friendly, I promise. I'm not scary. And yeah, I'm everywhere. If you want to contact me, do it on my Instagram because I'm more responsive on there at the moment. But yeah, that's basically me.
And I'm so excited to get I'm so excited to get the package from him.
Oh, that's
I
going to be
won.
fun.
I said on Monday,
yeah.
so I'm hoping it's going to get there before Christmas. I think it will.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I will
pretty sure
definitely
it
be
will.
doing a live going, chocolate.
Ooh.
Mine.
I tried to put in like
Right?
as much like as different kinds as I could because I thought,
That's
oh,
okay.
even if it's like a
That's
little
okay.
thing, then I can fit more in.
That's okay. Wait till my daughter finds out. She's gonna be so jealous. She loves candy and chocolate and stuff. And I'll be like,
Oh, I'm
Mom
so
has it.
jealous. I love candy and chocolate.
Yep.
Children.
I mean, yeah, I can't even lie. Okay, well, I am Glamma from Glamma's Closet, and you can call me Glamma. And I am here when I'm here, which is when I'm here. I do have a brunch every Sunday at 10 a.m. And this coming Sunday, I will be in Chicago meeting up with Veronica Mitke along with Aisha Dancer. We will be in Chicago meeting up with some friends of ours. So we look forward to going live on Sunday at 10 a.m. over breakfast. Hopefully my friends will be able to be with me. And in the meantime, please remember, don't you ever, ever forget, Glamma loves you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Mwah. Bye, y'all.